Alright, we're back with part 6, the final part on the Nintendo. Part 7 will be moving on to the Super Nintendo for the first time. I told my friend I would do commentary for this one because this is his favorite Mega Man game. So, starting off with Windman. So the story of Mega Man 6 is a little different. A person named Mr. X is hosting a robot tournament, and that's what we're doing, I guess. We're competing in the tournament. Again, I'm sure Dr. Wily has nothing to do with any of this. Mega Man 6 is actually one of my favorites too. I like it slightly better than Mega Man 5. The level gimmicks are pretty fun. Like Airman here, you got these fans that blow you up in the air here. You gotta be careful though, if you go too high, you'll run into those spikes up top there. These moving platforms. I remember when I was a kid, these used to confuse me, but you know, playing through these games and remembering them when I was a kid has made me realize how bad at video games I was back in the day. Grab those, why not? So Mega Man 6, you still have the power slide, you still have the charge. That will continue until Mega Man 9. For whatever reason, they decided to get rid of it for the newer games. The charge is, yeah, whatever, but and the slide is awesome. I love doing the power slide in Mega Man games. It just feels good. This is a part that I will occasionally die on. Mainly because this panda, sometimes I get cocky and decide I don't need to kill him, and then he'll bounce me back into the spikes. Yeah, that's stage 1 done. Windman isn't all that difficult. There's a reason why I fight him first. By far the easiest Robot Master to beat with the Mega Buster, I feel like. And from here we'll be fighting the Robot Masters with their weaknesses. And there we go. Done with the first stage. Not too difficult. So going forward, we'll no longer be playing on the NES platform, which we haven't been playing on the whole time. I've been using the Legacy Collection to play all these videos. Windman is weak, Flame Man is weak to Windman's weapon. So all the level themes in this game are supposed to kind of take place in different regions of the world. Like I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like India. So these guys, if you give them enough time, they'll light these things on fire like that, and then that's an instant kill if you fall in the fire. But if you kill them quick enough, they won't be able to light anything on fire. These guys, you have to use the power shot in order to knock them over. And then they'll turn into little platformers that you can jump on and move. Kind of a creative little gimmick. That's basically the gist of Flame Man's stage. He's avoiding these fire hazards. These guys, kind of the same deal. They got fire on top of their heads, and they'll light the oil on fire if you give them a chance. This is just lit on fire no matter what you do. Like that. E-tanks do make a return, thank God. Probably the best thing Mega Man ever did was add E-tanks to their series. For two reasons. It makes it a little easier so you don't have to worry about taking so much damage, then also just the exploration, you know, finding the E-tanks where they're hidden is always pretty fun. Yeah, that's Flame Man. Like I said, he's weak to the Windman weapon. Once you have the weakness to the Robot Masters, they're all pretty much jokes at that point. I apologize if you hear me slurping on something. I got a coffee, so I'll be taking sips of that in between these little scenes. You see we got the Rush power adapter there. We'll be using that pretty quickly. They changed up how Rush works in Mega Man 6. Instead of just being his own thing, he attaches to Mega Man and gives him power by attaching to him. I will show you. I think this level we actually used the Rush power adapter, if I remember correctly. These things, the timer, you have 3 seconds until they explode. If you're standing on them, you'll get hurt. So right there is a place where you can use power adapter, but we missed it, so oh well. I think it was just extra lives, if I remember correctly. So then here, I like when Mega Man games do this, when they give the weapons you receive secondary functions, like the melting the ice there. Right here is where we will use the power adapter the first time. You see Rush attaches to Mega Man, and the power adapter, it's a charge shot. You can't slide anymore, but you get a quicker charge shot. It does more damage, but it also is much slower. We're just gonna skip that. It has less range too. I can demonstrate that too. So it only goes that far. That's as far as your range is, instead of the normal Mega Man where it can cover the whole screen. It doesn't take weapon energy. It's you can use it as often as you want. Oh, okay. That's an embarrassing death. Oh well, nothing hurt. We're right here again. But yeah, that was an easy jump. Let's not do that again. So we're going to use the power adapter here again. And then we need to immediately switch out of it because we're going to need to slide in order to get past this part quick enough to not hit the spikes at the bottom. And there we go. An E-tank. And we'll just slide through the rest of this. Again, I missed the power slide. I'm glad they brought it back in Mega Man 11. Mega Man 9 and 10, great games, but I feel like you can do so much with like platforming with this power slide too. As far as a developer goes, even, you know, like you can make platforms that involve sliding, and I think, I don't know, I missed that. A nice little puzzle there, and here we are. And he is weak to Flame Blast. Makes sense. So once you get him locked into a certain pattern, he's actually one of the easier Robot Masters, and that's pretty much it right here. Yeah, as long as you stand against the wall and time your jump right, he won't be able to hit you with his roll attack. And the snowflakes don't do enough damage to be a concern. So then we got the Blizzard attack. Honestly, not one of my favorite powers, just because it's the way it spreads. But Plant Man is weak to it, so we'll do Plant Man next. This level is actually fairly challenging. I think right as of now, I want to say, it might be the hardest level in Mega Man 6. I'm pretty sure it is. We'll skip that. Those guys aren't nearly as challenging as the big guys from Mega Man 5 were. Watch that video, I run into those guys quite a bit. We can skip that. And Eddie makes his return. Again, he'll just drop down and give you a free item. So this guy is weak to the fire attack. Makes quick work out of him. Oops. Alright, I'm failing miserably here. Usually I don't have such a hard time with these grasshoppers. Okay, and again, got the same bad guy coming up, the monkey here. And not too difficult. This is always one of this part I think is the reason why I don't like Plant Man stage. I think it's literally just this part. Those fish will come up. If you hit them, you can go into an instant death into the pit. They don't come out of every hole, but a good majority of them. You just shoot the middle of these platforms and they'll open up. So you can actually use them. These jumps can be pretty precise too, these spring jumps. So you gotta hold down the jump button. And you'll continuously jump higher. If you don't hold down the jump button, you'll just jump short. And they can kind of be a pain, especially with the fish. So I'm gonna wait for this fish to come by again. And there we go. Now Plant Man himself, not really anything to worry about. If you have his weakness, he goes down easy enough. He has a shield. He'll just throw it at you. He'll jump throw you. Kind of almost like Starman from Mega Man 5. Just gotta make sure you avoid his jump, and that's literally it. He's pretty easy. So now the next boss is probably the most challenging boss in the game. No, maybe I shouldn't say that. There is one boss that haunts my childhood dreams in this game as well. And it's not this one. Tomahawk Man. The only reason he's hard is because you have to use Plant Man's shield, which kind of sort of requires you to get hit in order to attack, which I've never liked those attacks. Kind of like Top Man from Mega Man 3, stuff like that. Like, as you see, we got the Jet adapter now too, which we will be using a lot. We will be using that power a lot in this game. This thing will just keep spitting out bad guys until you kill it. So the Mega Man 5 and 6 reuse a lot of the same gimmicks, I feel like, for this. Like these guys, for instance, they had a very similar effect in Mega Man 5. There was a bad guy that was a lot like them. Which is why I wasn't planning on doing commentary. So here's where we're going to use the jet adapter. So again, Rush will attach, and we get a jetpack. So now if we hold the jump button, we can fly up. And Mega Man 6 has alternate pathways, which honestly I really like. It's pretty cool. Mega Man 7 kind of goes above and beyond on that, which I will be doing commentary on Mega Man 7 because I do really like that game. But yeah, you can't charge with the jetpack. Can't slide with the jetpack, but obviously you can fly, so pretty good trade-off. These guys again. A lot of the mini-bosses are weak to the fire weapon for whatever reason. Alright, here's another branching pathway that you need to have the jetpack in order to get to. And I will show you what the purpose of the branching pathways are after I beat the boss of this level. So right now we're on the alternate path of this level. And that takes us to the boss. You can also go a different path and obviously fight the same boss. There's no difference in bosses here. But I'll show you after the boss what that meant that we took the alternate path. Like I said, as you can see, the shield weapons are not very reliable in Mega Man games. Not all of them. There's one, I believe, it's Mega Man 9's shield that is probably the best weapon ever in any Mega Man. We'll get to that when we get there. So on the screen, now that we took the alternate path, you see it says you get Silver T and Beat B parts. So Beat the Bird does make his return from Mega Man 5. I don't think I ever use him. I could be wrong about that, but I like to get it anyway. And Tomahawk Man's weapon is strong against Yamato Man. I always like this song. Oh. Got too into the music. Wasn't paying attention. Won't make that mistake again. So right here is a branching path. So even his normal not charged shot does more damage as Power Mega Man than it does in the normal. But overall, I prefer the jetpack. And this little boss fight here, not too hard. Gotta shoot him in the eyes. And then your prize is an E-Tank. And then right here, this is the branching path to the boss. So again, use the jetpack to get this ladder up here. And this will lead you to the boss door to get the beat parts. Yeah, as you can see, it takes a lot more bullets to beat those guys when you're not in your power form. We're just gonna skip that guy. And here's the boss. So we go Tomahawk. The Yamato Man is decently challenging, if anything, just for his unpredictability. It's like that, his single toss is hard to dodge, like, if you're not paying attention. The jumping attack is easier to dodge. I pretty much did the opposite in that fight, though. I got hit by almost every single jumping attack and dodged almost every single walking attack, but yeah, we got the beat E parts. You're trying to spell out beat, obviously, and that'll unlock Beat the Bird. He does basically the same thing he did in Mega Man 5. He's a homing attack, but he is less useful. I don't think there's a boss that's weak to him like in Mega Man 5. It was the best way to beat the final boss was using beat. Not in this game. Nightman. I believe it's supposed to be like medieval England. This part is kind of intimidating. You gotta make a pretty precise jump there, not to hit the top spikes, and then to also be able to get over the bottom spikes. And that's good enough. We'll take the hit there. Again, those guys are very similar to an enemy in Mega Man 5. I'm not sure. I don't want to sound like I'm, pooping on Mega Man 5 and 6. I do like both the games quite a bit. Mega Man 1 and 3 are actually my least favorite out of the whole series. 8. I always forget about 8 because I don't play it very often. I'm not looking forward to playing that for this challenge. because 8 is... I don't know, it's just not my type of game. I'll talk about that when I get there, as to why I don't like Mega Man 8. Mega Man 1 is just mainly the platforming that I don't like, because you don't grip. When you jump, you slide slightly. I think it makes platforming a little more difficult than it has to be. And then Mega Man 3, it's basically just the Doc robots I don't like. And here's the branching path to the boss. This time you need the power suit to get there, because there's the regular boss entrance. And with the power shot, you can actually kill those guys too, which in other Mega Mans, you weren't able to beat them. But no, I switched back to normal there. I need Yamato Spear. Yeah, Nightman is pretty simple fight. He'll shoot his mace at you and jump, and then the mace just basically goes to where you're standing at the time. It's like right now, if he shoots the mace, it'll stop where I'm standing. So you just gotta move a little bit away. But yeah, pretty simple fight. We got the beat A parts, so we just need T, which we'll get in Centaur Man stage. Now, I believe Centaur Man is supposed to kind of be Greece themed? Greek? Maybe not. The levels of Mega Man 6 are definitely some of the more unique levels to a Mega Man game. I think, at least. Yeah, water physics work the same as they do in every Mega Man. You can jump extra high. So you gotta watch out for those spikes at the top. You don't want to jump too high. There is no Rush Marine in this game. You could use the jet adapter, I suppose, to get past this part pretty easily, but it's not too big of a deal. Now this part's interesting. So the water is actually up top. So right now I'm not in the black. If you're in the black spot, you'll actually jump less. If you're in the blue, you'll jump further, which you need to do for this jump. You gotta make sure you're in the blue for that jump. Black will hold you down. And that's that part done. Eddie again. See what he gives me. Yeah. Way useless. Let's take a few hits here. And yeah. Don't worry about those guys. We'll just fall from every part of the ceiling and just wait it out. Octopus. Now here again, branching pathway. If you go down the ladder, you can get to the normal boss door. This is the alternate boss door to get the last beat parts. And Centaur Man is weak against Night Man's weapon, the mace. He will freeze you. Kind of like a bright man. He'll also teleport. This fight can be either really easy or really difficult, depending on what Centaur Man decides to do. But that is the end of the Robot Master section. Mega Man 6. We're gonna split this into 2 parts again, because I don't think I'll be able to finish the endgame section in the time I have left to record on my PlayStation. But yeah, so now we can go fight Mr. X, which we will be doing in the next video. Stay tuned.